Look at that. Fantastic. That is fantastic. That is wonderful. Beautiful. All right. Okay. So let's put the volume up. And we're going to shut this door. Yeah, no, I think I was putting the wrong door for. I got you. All right, here we go. 30 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, 6:30. All right, let me do this. Hey, what's going on? First, let me apologize. You know what? Let me put my hat on because my hair is not cooperating tonight. Not having. I got to get a haircut. So I'm gonna do that before the next show. I promise. I don't like this hat though. It says fitness, but the bill is too long. It looks like a duck. So you'll have to deal with my hair tonight. No problem. Welcome to the Steve Square Show. I'm your host, Funny Man Stevie K, broadcasting to you live. You know the place. I'm not even gonna say it. You know the picture in the background. You know the decor. It's like when we're on the road. We're doing a show remote. It's a remote show today. How's everybody doing today, September 22nd? Oh, you know what that means? Unofficially, that's it. The summer has passed us by. Yes, fall has officially begun. I'm already in counseling. I've already started my rehab for the end of summer. It's not a fun time for me, but I'm going to try to look at it in a better way. I'm going to try to look at September as to start some things that I wanted to get done in the summer. I'm the forever procrastinator, so I'm going to try to get some things going, not make September such a time that I don't look forward to. I want to try to, and because I like the summer. I like the long days. I like the warm weather. I don't do well in the cold. You know what happens to my knuckles. I get that dry, knuckly, bloody knuckles thing going on, and it's just one thing after the next as soon as the cold weather comes. But this weekend was beautiful, right? Hopefully you got a chance to do something. I got out to my run. I got to bike. So I did get a couple of things outdoorsy, which I do appreciate. Speaking of outdoorsy, we're going to feature something very outdoorsy. Hint, hint, little foreshadowing. I'll get to that in a moment. First and foremost, I was very honored in the mail to receive this. Now, you remember last week I showed you that from the Fiduciary Investment Fund, Prudential, I was sent as one of the top 50 most wealthiest people in the world. I don't know how they got me on the list, but they were correct. So this week I got something in the mail. You might look at that. The Great Citizen Award. I didn't even know I was nominated. It was I was given this by, it says here, Tom Lopak, president, Center for something. And it says to say thank you in advance. We've included our Great Citizen Award. I'm not sure what they're trying to sell me, but I'm putting this on the refrigerator. I don't care. I'm all in. I'll buy whatever they're selling. Once you get something like this that you didn't even try for, the Great Citizen Award. The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That's going to be coming in October. It's all those Halloween things that get me down, the leaves. I always hated as a child or as a kid, a youth, raking leaves. Oh, what a nightmare. Because we didn't have lawn services or things like everybody does now. So it was up to me to rake all of the thousands of leaves and you didn't even bag them. You just kind of put them on drop cloths. I don't know if anybody knows this. And then you carry them out to the street, and I guess they just blew away onto other people's lawns. I don't know how that worked. It's all a blur. I blurred everything before 2000. But I do remember that from my youth. Raking Leaves, which, by the way, was one of my favorite bands in the 90s. So, anyway, I've been nominated and accept the Great Citizen Award. So, I'm very excited about that. That's fun. How was your weekend? I hope you guys did something. Now, we didn't, I think it happened during the week. We didn't really get to feature it a lot. But the great Robert Redford passed away. One of my favorite actors. Love Robert Redford. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, one of my all-time favorite movies. And of course, The Natural. Gotta love The Natural. Such a great movie. I'm a baseball guy, so of course, Roy Hobbs. And I'll tell you an interesting fact about that movie. Now, of course, Robert Redford playing Roy Hobbs. It's based on a book about this fictional character that does these unbelievable feats as a baseball player. Comes farm boy, kind of the Mickey Mantle stories, the Midwestern farm boy, naive, but he can hit these mythical home runs and do these unbelievable things nobody's ever seen before. But they don't know his background. He just comes wandering in, and they're like, where, so it's kind of mysterious. So what he is, they have him portrayed as a lefty, because lefties have a more beautiful swing. It looks prettier than a righty, because when you do a lefty and you pull the ball, you're looking in the direction you're going in. So when you hit the ball in the home run, you can watch it, you're kind of going that way towards first base. A righty is doing it the opposite way. So they hit it, and the way they pull it, so they're going to be looking to the left, but then they got to run to the right. So for TV, it doesn't play as well. So of course, they always make it a lefty hitter. And of course, Babe Ruth was a lefty, so it fits, right? So Robert Redford is a righty, so he took his baseball swings as a right-hander, and they shot everything righty, but then flipped it in editing to make it look lefty. And it worked, because if you watch the movie, you can't tell. It looks wonderful. Great job. And that was back in the 80s, so hand it to them. Good job. What was your favorite? Did you watch a Robert Redford movie? Like I said, Butch Cassidy doesn't get any better than that. Him and Paul Newman. Now, it's actually funny. Another tidbit. He wanted to play the other character, but then just switched that Paul Newman was going to, and they got to the right characters they played. And of course, another one I like with Dustin Hoffman, All the President's Men. That was kind of, I think, the Watergate thing where they got the Deep Throat guy that snitched, the leak, if you will. So that was another one of his greats. But he's had tons, right? He's a million movies. So pick one, watch it, enjoy it. It was great actor, director. Long-standing. I'm not sure. I think he was in his late 80s, close to 90. So, nice run. What else do we have? Oh my gosh, big breaking story. This is huge. Big. Jerry is leaving Ben and Jerry. Yes, that's right. The tandem, like Siskel and Ebert, like Felix and Oscar, they go hand in hand. Yin and yang. Yo-Yo and Ma, it goes together. I think that's one person, Yo-Yo Ma, but it sounds good. Jerry is leaving Ben and Jerry's. He's not going to work for Ben and Jerry's. They've been together, I don't know, 50 years, however long this gluttony ice cream conglomerate has gone on. Jerry is upset with the current status of not being able to, I guess, social media-wise or something, speak his mind. I'm not sure of the story. I don't really get into the minutia. I just like headlines. I'm a headline guy. I read the headline, I move on. I don't have time to get involved in the story. So I'm great for advertisers. You can market me because I just look at the bullet point. I don't want to look at the fine print. I'll sign. Where do I sign? See? You Great Citizen Award. I don't read the bottom that probably says I'll have to make 3 $2,000 payments and yada, yada, yada. I don't bother with that stuff. I let my attorneys and accountants handle that. I'm the meat and potato. I like the bullet slogans. So Jerry is leaving. I don't know what this will do to the flavor and taste of the ice cream. I'm sure it will be just as rich, goopy, googie as always. Hopefully we'll get maybe a call in. Steve wasn't able to be in person today, or Jeff, but maybe they'll call in and we'll chat. This was interesting. I thought this was interesting. This was quick. They posted in Newsday the top delinquent taxpayers. Top delinquent taxpayers on Long Island, or is this New York? New York's top delinquent taxpayers. So right away I got nervous because I think I owe some taxes. So I thought I would be on that list. But I quickly calmed down when I saw the first guy owed $48 million. He'll have to call up. I'll tell him how to do it. You call up and you say, look, I don't have the $48 million right now. Is it possible that we work out a payment plan? Maybe I could send you, $100 a month, and then in 4 to 5 lifetimes. 48 mil. That is not good. Oh, they got a picture of this guy too. I could say his name since it's in the paper. Adam Hochfelder. He's a real estate mogul. They're always moguls. It's not even a job. His job is being a mogul. So he's got he's Nassau County, 48 mil. So I wasn't on this list. I'm not in that area code. I would hate to see my name in the paper for something other than for good, not for evil. I'm on a different list. I'm probably on a lower list. It's like when I went to see my results, I was all excited. They posted the results of the New York Marathon, and I wasn't on the top. That's more set aside for Kenyans and such, the real, fast runners. I was more pages and pages and pages and pages and pages down. Same here. I'm sure I'm more lower on the list that they're going after. But now saying this on the air, we do have a huge audience of IRS agents that watch the show and enjoy and consume the show. So if you are watching, it's a small nominal amount. Nothing that you should waste your time. Go after this guy, Adam, for the $48 million. That's going to help you. Hey, we got a call coming in. Oh, this is going to be exciting. Let me see who we got coming in. Hey, you're on the air with Stevie K.
Hello, is this Stevie K?
You got it. Can I help you?
Oh, I'm here to win my tickets.
Sure. Can you name
foreigner tickets, right? Foreigner, right?
No. We got tickets for you. Can you name? Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. We got a call in, and he's got a chance to win some tickets. We're going to give you some tickets to the B-52 Devo show at Jones Beach.
Get out of here. You don't have those.
I got 2 tickets to the B-52s and Devo. It's going to be a quick show because I think they each have one song. But we're going to...
Not exactly, but
not exactly,
of course.
But Love Shack is a very long song, so that'll take up an hour of the show.
You never heard of Private Idaho. You never heard of...
Here we go. You know what? Wow. Hold on now. You don't have to give me a soliloquy of what you know. Here we go. You ready?
Sure.
All right. Let me give you a good question here. I want you to tell me who... All right, it's a 2-part question. What was the name of the Bat Boy in the great legendary actor who just passed, Robert Redford, the Bat Boy in The Natural?
That was Bobby.
That's right. Pick me a good one, Bobby. And part 2, here we go. Which, again, with Robert Redford.
Okay.
Now, without looking, was he Butch Cassidy or was he the Sundance Kid?
He was a Sundance Kid. Come on.
There you go.
Without looking.
Congratulations. You have won 2 tickets to the B50, you just have to be the 39th caller. So you have to call back and then be the 39th caller. That gets you in the line. That doesn't
What
exactly
a
win you the tickets.
what a chip. What is
That,
this, Bally Total Fitness? It's like
well, read the small
ridiculous.
print. Read the small print, my
There's
friend.
always small print.
There's always small print.
I want to speak to your manager, Sal, right now.
All right, I'll get the head of the station on the phone. You know who the head of our station
Sure.
is. We'll let you talk to who is it, Steve? Who's the head of the station? Oh,
I
Larry.
think it's Larry.
Larry, I'm sorry, it's Mayor Larry. Mayor Larry Vaughn. So I was just saying that they were naming the top people that are delinquent in taxes in the state of New York, and I was worried that my name might be on this list.
I couldn't believe that for a
Well,
minute.
I do have some monies hidden in different parts of the in different bank accounts to parties unknown. But it's apparently the top guy owes 48 million, and I'm not in that. I'm not in that air. That's a rarefied air.
Right.
So, Steve, how do you feel that Jerry is leaving Ben and Jerry's?
Oh, I think it's about time. I mean, someone's got to fight against corporations, right?
I know, but will the ice cream still taste as good?
It hasn't tasted any worse. No, I don't know. Who knows?
Well, I just want to say I hope they don't end up on a rocky road of destruction. I've been waiting to use that joke all week.
God.
I had that in the holster.
Why did I call? Now, why did I call in? Why did I even call in?
Oh, you love to be a part of this. How you doing? How was your weekend? I know how your weekend was. We discussed it. I know it wasn't as pleasant as you hoped. How you feeling?
I'm good.
Good.
I just had a good dinner.
What'd you have?
Had a big piece of steak
Oh,
with some sweet potatoes and carrots.
very nice. Now, what is your go-to steak? Are you a ribeye guy? Are you a flank, skirt?
I mean, usually we get a flank, we get a ribeye. Usually we get a ribeye.
Now, ribeye brings a tear to my eye because when I was, again, back to my youth, we used to go to the Rustler Steakhouse.
Of course.
And they used to say on the microphone, ribeye, one ribeye, that's a ribeye. I used to love that part, and they'd give you that grizzled piece of ribeye for $3.48. Oh, with a baked potato. Those were the days.
Yes, those were the cheese toast, the Texas toast.
I don't remember that. Did they give that at Rustler?
I believe so.
And tell me if I'm wrong. I saw a commercial for the Ground Round. Is there still Ground Rounds around?
I don't know.
Wasn't that a Beach Boy song? Ground, ground, get around, I ground round. That would have been. See, they missed it. I would have been doing that if I was doing the advertising. That just sells itself, right?
Right. Yes, exactly. You are a genius.
Ground, round, round, round. I ground, round, get around. And then you make it with the words. Look, I'm doing this off the cuff, but this could be done with people smarter than me that could do this. And I am a Beach Boys fan. Now, Publishers Clearinghouse is now going to be called Publishers Cleaning House because apparently they're going bankrupt.
It's true.
They're not going to be able to give the forever winners forever money.
Yes, I know. All these people, they were counting on this money, and all of a sudden, here they are. They're 70 years old, and all of a sudden they got to get a job.
This is terrible. Now, Ed
It's terrible, yes.
McMahon promised them. He promised them.
Well, Ed McMahon was the opposing company.
Oh, that's right. He was. What was he?
Publishers Clearing. He was American Family Publishers.
Oh, okay. Okay. See, again, I don't read the small print.
My dad, for a brief amount of time, did work in security at Publishers Clearinghouse.
No way.
Yeah, for a brief time. It was a part-time job.
Okay.
And he didn't like it.
Oh, he
He
didn't
said,
like it.
who knows? I mean, he was just sitting there. He's like any security guy just sitting there, And
That's very cool,
didn't like
though.
them.
That's very cool. So
Yeah, right?
that is cool. So, Steve, I was talking a little Robert Redford, And
Okay.
I was naming a couple of my favorite movies. Mine are The Natural and Butch Cassidy.
The Natural is great.
Natural's
Of
great.
course, we know that.
Butch Cassidy.
Butch Cassidy.
I also liked all the
Uh,
President's Men.
yes. Oh my God. All the President's Men is amazing.
Now,
It really is.
did you have a favorite other than those three? Anything else you
I
liked?
love those, but how could you not? How could you not leave out the other movie with Redford and Newman, and of course with your big favorite Robert Shaw, The Sting.
Sting, sure. No, that
Robert
was
Shaw.
another classic. But you know what?
Yes.
I didn't. I guess I don't remember the Sting as much as I remember Butch Cassidy and the Sundance
Oh
Kid.
no, definitely. The Butch Cassidy was great.
Yeah.
Sting is awesome. Also, you need to see The Sting.
Yeah, I've seen it, but it's been so long. Maybe I'll try to look. Then of
Just
course,
so you can see Robert Shaw.
yes.
You know,
What else did he have? Any others that I'm missing? That were big.
Jer-
I mean, I know he's
there
got
was a
dozens and dozens, but any big ones?
Jeremiah Johnson.
What was that?
He played it was like a based on an old tale of fable about this guy Jeremiah Johnson out in the wilderness, and I don't know the whole thing, but it was a little wacky, but it was good.
Didn't he, as a director, did he win an Oscar for Ordinary People?
He did.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
He did.
Yeah, so
He directed that. He directed Quiz Show, A River Runs Through It.
Oh wow,
Great movies.
it's funny how him, Clint Eastwood, they get these kind of, even though they've done other parts, they get this kind of label, little, because I guess they did so many westerns in their time, or that kind of, but more Clint Eastwood than Robert Redford.
Clint did a lot more. Yeah, Clint did a lot more westerns.
Yeah. Robert Redford only did really the Butch Cassidy and the Sting, and maybe
No, he did a couple of more, but yeah, you're right.
more Clint. Yeah. Now, guess whose 75th birthday it is? Yesterday, actually, not today.
Funny man Stevie Case.
Do I look 75? I know I've been weathered, but do I look 75?
No, you look youthful. You look young.
Thank you.
You know.
I feel good. I feel good. I feel energetic. I'm eating my greens.
You got your ballet slippers on and your onesie, and you're just going to town.
You know why? Because happy is spelled with 2 P's.
How true is that?
It's nothing's more true than that. It is Bill Murray turned 75 yesterday.
Wow. Now he's a bit aged.
He doesn't look great. But if you see him in interviews, he's fine. He didn't age great. Or maybe, I don't know. He just doesn't look. But
look, he never was. He never was. Handsome.
No, he was already. He was already balding on Saturday Night Live in the 70s.
And skin is pockmarked. So I mean, you can't be.
No,
can't be perfect.
You can't be perfect. But so speaking of movies, did you have a favorite Bill Murray movie?
Oh wow!
I know that's hard.
There's a lot of them. Well, Ghostbusters is always good.
Ghostbusters.
The Army one.
Stripes.
Stripes, great movie. Rushmore. If you ever saw Rushmore.
I don't think I've seen Rushmore.
Great movie.
Okay.
Great movie. Always like Scrooged.
Scrooged is great. Scrooged.
Always like Scrooge. Always like Scrooge.
Classic Christmas movie.
Right.
I like Groundhog Day.
Oh yes, of course.
And
one of his best.
And I kind of like, in a weird way, What About Bob?
I loved What About Bob.
Yeah, it's kind of a neurotic, and with Richard Dreyfuss, it kind of plays well.
Yeah.
So they kind of, even though they hated each other. Oh my gosh, did they hate?
Well, I don't hear too many good things about either of them.
No. But they really, I mean, Richard Dreyfuss said Bill Murray threw something at him, like a coffee mug or something. But Bill Murray got in a fist fight with Chevy Chase too, so he's
well, Chevy's an idiot.
Yeah, I mean goes without. Yeah, so that's pretty much. But of course, the classic, even though it was Meatballs.
Oh yeah. Are you ready for the summer?
Are you ready? And Caddyshack.
Of course. Oh my God. I mean, so many of them.
I know, right? There's so many classics, and it's funny because when is this? What is this Ryder Cup nonsense? Where is this? What is happening? When does it start?
It starts, I believe, tomorrow
Ah, the Ryder Cup.
at Bethpage State Park at Bethpage Black.
I know. I could bike right up there because I run on that
No,
path.
not. Don't know if you're going to be able
I
to.
probably won't be able to now.
They're blocking it. They're blocking it all off.
I don't like to be blocked off in my where I live in Long Island. Don't block
No,
me off.
no. You got to do that for your president. Because he will be there in a day or two.
Is he playing?
Uh, he'll probably say he did play, right?
Now, I don't like to get into it.
Political.
Right. But I do want to ask you, I do have to ask you a question because I was just delivered this news from my mom like an hour ago or something like that, and I was stunned. Is the Kimmel Show back?
Tomorrow night.
How did that happen?
I mean, they've been talking. They've been talking about bringing it back for days now. So that was it.
But
we'll see what happens.
How would Disney or what have you make that just change on a dime, like within a week? If they seem so steadfast.
Nobody knows if these station groups that are not going to show them are going to show them. I don't know what he's going to say.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
I'm sure he'll talk about it. I don't know if they're going to make him apologize or whatever.
Now I'm guessing you're going to watch.
I will watch. Yes.
I've never watched. I don't watch the late night talk shows because I'm usually doing something else, or I'll catch clips of it on my YouTube. I'm not.
Usually that's the case. Yeah.
And I think that's why they're talking that ratings are down because it's hard for. I don't think people watch when I used to watch Letterman, I planned my whole night around 11:30.
Well, that's right, because you didn't have, wasn't any other place to see it.
Right.
You couldn't wait till tomorrow.
Right.
You couldn't wait till next week or whatever. It was there, and if you missed it, you missed it. Maybe if it's good enough, they'll rerun it,
right.
but...
so how do they adjust that for a show making money or ratings or advertising? How do they base anything on that? So that's, how do they circumvent all that? Because that's got to be why they're talking that is different ratings or blah blah blah.
Well, they're not making the money that they used to. That's it.
Right.
Television was, in a way, a lot easier to work back in the day when you didn't have all these other competitions.
Yeah, there's too many streaming and networks.
Streaming, whatever.
Yeah,
and exactly. If you had one show, I mean, like All in the Family at its peak. You're 70 million of 200 million people living in the United States was watching All in the Family.
Yeah, that's funny you say. Rob Reiner was just on Bill Maher, and he was saying that. He said back in those days, a third of the country was watching All in the Family.
Now 10 million people is a lot. Is a lot.
Is if they get that. I don't even know shows that get that.
Right.
That's.
And anything online, all right, you get advertising and all, but you don't make the money you do.
No.
It's just like, we talk about music also, and how that's changed out. People listen on Spotify.
Right.
Artists make no money on Spotify. They make pennies.
That's why they tour so much at these concerts.
That's it. That's the best thing to do.
My friend, she went to see Adam Sandler. She went upstate. Her family lives upstate in Potsdam or Syracuse.
Nice.
Her daughter goes to college up there, so she went and they got tickets together to see Adam Sandler. He did stand-up.
At the Carrier Dome?
I don't know if it wasn't at the Carrier Dome. It was at like a theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely not the Carrier Dome. But, and then, of course, who do you think jumps on stage with him?
I don't know. Who could it be? Oh, Rob Schneider?
No, one more guess. You'll get it. Give you two guesses.
Oh, God, I should know.
You get it. One of his comedy buddies. Come on.
Oh, that could be anybody. Chris Rock, David Spade.
Keep going.
Probably thinking.
Kevin James.
Kevin James.
Yeah.
I was thinking of that.
Yeah. So Kevin
I
James.
just think about because they just showed his miserable face at the Met game yesterday. He looked miserable.
And he's actually, they're performing together at Madison Square Garden tonight.
There you go.
Monday night. It says when Adam Sandler brought his "You're My Best Friend" tour. So it's called "You're My Best Friend" tour. Yep, he's got Rob Schneider and all of the guys. Boy, he really takes care of them, don't he?
That should be good.
He really takes care. This is very exciting. I don't know if you want to go to this, Steve, but bull riding is coming to Long Island.
I always want to get a bull.
Maybe we could split one.
Maybe do get a bull by the horns, right?
Oh boy, get a bull by the horns. So hold on a second. It says here, New York's bull riding. It says it's a 10-team homestand Thursday through Saturday at the UBS Arena in Elmont.
Oh, sure.
But is Elmont really Long Island? Isn't that more Queensy?
No, Elmont's Nassau County.
Is it?
Yes. Belmont Park is in Nassau County.
Oh, this is funny. They have Danger Dave as the rotating clown or something. There was a rotating handful with. Oh, he's a longtime rodeo clown, Danger Dave.
What's his name? Danger who?
Danger Dave.
Danger Dave.
But not the guy in the suit that did the not the other guy.
You tell me. I'll go to that if Farmer Willie shows up there.
Well, we have to make an appearance to see Farmer Willie. We have to show.
And now the old guy who was the new guy now who was there too. I forgot his name. Is that Rick or whatever? I don't know.
Oh yes, that's Rodeo Rick.
Ranger Rick or something
Rodeo
like that.
Rick. I don't know. So I'm a little bit. Hold on, let me see what I was going to ask you. Oh, so
yeah.
This is where am I here? Hold on. I can't find it. I'll find it. Give me a moment. There's a TV show. I think it's a TV show. Here it is. So
Easy paying ripoffs.
No, this TV show.
Scratching and Surviving.
Hold on a second. I'll get it for you.
Hanging in a Johnny.
Good time. October 13th. The DMV. It's a show called DMV.
Yeah, new TV show.
On CBS at 8:30.
Uh-huh.
Tim Meadows stars as Greg, who works at the DMV. Now, this sounds very familiar to a little show called Dumbbells. And I don't mean in the sense that it's but
Dumbbells, let's be honest here. This is the workplace comedy that started with The Office.
That's what I'm talking
Parks and
about.
Recreation.
Yes. So it's a workplace comedy, DMV. It doesn't roll off the tongue like Dumbbells. I'm very unhappy about this. And I of course they're going to green light this DMV. That's going to I'm telling you that's going to close in a second. Oh wait, we got another call. Wait, can I conference in?
Oh boy.
I don't know if I can do this.
We may get hung up, but
yeah, wait.
You're a professional. Let's see if
all
you
right,
can do that.
Hang on there. I'm going to see if I could do this. Hello?
Steven.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? Now hold on. I got to merge calls. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, look at this. I got everybody on.
Is that D-Love? D-Love, thanks for calling in. Steve. What's up, bud?
Look what I did. You see what I did? I merged us all together. I'm a merger. I bring people together.
I am really amazed. I am amazed that he did this. I really thought I was going to get hung up on.
No, I would never.
That's fantastic. Look at that. You, Steve. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I am a technology wizard. Now, Jeff, you sound like are you driving?
No, I'm at home.
Oh, okay. So you live in a car? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I live in my car.
Sounds like I don't know. It sounded like transportation.
Now, why aren't we at Studio Jeff tonight?
Well, I'm up at Jeff was doing. He had a couple things going on. And so I'm actually, and I couldn't do it from my location. My location was at NG.
Right.
And
And we're babysitting
I
Astro the Wonder
was
Dog.
I the gracious hosts of the Jim and Jim.
You're babysitting Astro the Wonder Dog.
Jim Squared, as their show is called. And I asked with plus Astro, that would be a great podcast show. Jim Squared plus
I
Astro.
would Jim Square Show would be very good.
Jim Squared plus Astro. Now, Astro was
All
just
you have
in
to do
here.
is spend an evening at the Jim's house.
Now,
the Jim's house, and
I-
it'll be that's a show right there.
That
That's
I'm
a show.
telling you that Astro, I was giving him treats and he was good. He was doing all these. I have the treats here. Wait, let me show you. Here, I got a couple of them. Right, I'll show you. These little
Eyes
treats.
scare me though.
Oh, these were good.
He
Delicious.
he's beyond. He is not just a dog. He is.
Oh, he's smart.
He's another entity. The eyes are just too
Very,
freaking knowing.
he knows. Now,
Look at the way he looks.
let's see, Steve. You're gonna like this. Maybe Jeff probably won't, but Steve will. There's at I think it's at Eisenhower Park. Yep. This Friday night at Eisenhower Park, DJ Steve Aoki. Steve Aoki will be DJing along with DJ Theo and DJ and Untamed.
You know what? I would go see them.
Now, do you know the significance of who Steve Aoki is?
Oh, Steve Aoki's been around for a while. You know, Theo goes back to our days in the Hamptons
Yes,
at Neptune.
Neptune's. But Steve Aoki, do you know who his father is?
I don't know. Do you know?
I do. He is the founder of Benihana.
Yes, you're right. I know because I saw a thing about Benihana.
Yes.
Yes.
And he was also a professional. Yes,
I didn't know that until I saw the thing about
Yes.
Benihana. Yeah.
He's a professional. You know, the founder of Benihana was a profession. He was first. He was involved in a lot of things. He was a wrestler. He was this. He was that. He was always a very
Yes.
like carny type of guy.
He was
Yeah.
an entrepreneur.
An entrepreneur. He was on Shark Tank.
A jack of all trades.
A jack of all trades, kind of like myself. Did you
Yes,
guys,
very much so like you.
did you guys ever eat at Benihana?
I have. No,
Jeff, ever go to Benihana?
I've never been to one.
Oh, come on.
Never. Steve, did we go to Benihana?
I feel
I
like we
thought
did a
maybe once
Benihana.
I've gone with you.
We did a Benihana, I believe.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
With our friends Joe and
Yes,
Chris.
we did
I
a.
think.
Jeff, how come there's a Benihana? You have to go to a Benihana. How could you have not?
Oh, let's take Jeff to the Benihana.
Where is there? Are they still around?
There's one over by Old Country Road.
Oh,
What
is
does
there?
one do in a Benihana? Oh, come on. It's great. Did you ever see Defending Your Life? No.
Oh,
Okay.
That's great.
It's like you go in there and they do a little show. You know, they make your food right in front of you, and it's like a little show. Do I have to participate in said show? No. They might have you do something, but not really. No, it's mostly them.
They
you know,
they do the their
They do
you must
things
have
with,
seen they do the
you know,
things,
with-
they chop everything, they flip a shrimp at your face, a flaming hot burning shrimp.
you know. Exactly.
I don't want to be an active participant.
No, you're not. You're not going to because they're not going to kill you or burn you to death. But they do.
I
have their
can't
little-
promise
they
you
do
that. They
little tricks,
might.
little origami with onions. They twirl it up in the air. They make a little
Yes.
pyramid or something like that and spiral, and then they might flame things up. Yeah.
Onion origami.
Well, here's something,
Okay,
Jeff. Here's
there you go.
something Jeff would like. Hey, Jeff, they're having. It looks like it says nightlife. They're celebrating the Middle Ages, and people are in their backyards. It says here practicing combat in full night gear. Like Middle Ages. With the helmet and the sword and everything. Don't you like that stuff?
I do. I prefer just to sit back and watch and not participate in getting my insides ripped out by a sword. But
Why don't
Yeah.
we try that? Let's all three get together and we'll do like a round robin tournament. It looks safe. I'm going to show a picture right now on the screen. There's a couple of guys, and you know what's even better is you have a couple of drinks beforehand. And then you get yourself
There
a
you
couple
go.
of what do they call those? Those are not swords. What are those big things called, Jeff? That you have?
Sabers?
What?
A joust.
A joust.
Or a jousting, a javelin.
Now-
a jousting javelin.
Steve's gonna get this question. What was one of the greatest movie scenes with the joust?
I would say that would have to be the Cable Guy.
The Cable Guy. What was the name of the place they went to? Medieval Times.
Can I recreate the scene?
Please do.
Hello, I'm Mary. I'm your serving wench. Can I have a fork and knife? There were no forks and knives in medieval times, hence no forks and knives in medieval times. They had Pepsi in medieval times? Bro, look, I got a lot of tables.
It is one of the, Jeff, you've seen Cable Guy, right?
Like forever ago.
Yeah.
But that was like that whole medieval times
Oh, that scene is
insane.
great.
Janine Garofalo, Andy Dick. It was just nuts.
Oh, it's a great. Now, hold on a second here. I had something for you. I thought you might be interested. I have a couple of factoids. So, back in the day, you know how I like to give these little tidbits. Back in the day,
That's what you're about.
way back in the 1600s, they used to see if someone was a witch, they would throw them in the ocean or the water, and if
they float.
if they floated, they were a witch, and they killed them. If they drowned, then they were okay.
They would drown, but they weren't.
They were innocent, and they could live a happy life of death. So that's where the term came out: damned if you do, damned if you don't.
God, that's crazy.
And we still use that term today. Now, let me give you another one. This one I might have talked about before. Back in the Western times, the 1800s, you would go into a saloon after you parked your horse, double parked your horse, and you would go in, and if you didn't have money, you could give a bullet to the barkeep, and he would give you a small drink of whiskey known as a shot, and hence that's how you would get a shot of whiskey.
Of course.
I got one more for you. Oh, this was a good one. This one you guys will love.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, this is good. So back in these
okay.
in these same times, the medieval times, people used to, or there were stories that people got buried alive,
Right?
and they would wait, because they really they weren't that great. Let's face it. Nobody knew. If you were sleeping, they thought you were dead. So, and they would bury you. So people would wake up, and obviously they were in their coffins or what have you. So they devised a little schemata thing where they would ring a bell. So you could ring a bell if you woke up in your coffin, and hopefully by the time somebody heard the bell and dug you up, you weren't dead. But that's where the term came, Saved by the Bell.
Wow. Wow.
What do you think about? And as an added tidbit to that, the people that listen for the bell work the graveyard shift.
There you go.
I put it all together.
It's all together. We should probably take a trip up to Tuxedo, New York for the Renaissance Fair.
I'm not.
It's over now, isn't it?
I'm not. Is that?
Oh, it is already? Oh, wow. I saw commercials for it.
I think it ends either this weekend or next weekend.
It ends already?
I think.
Jeff, you've been to that, right? You've gone up there.
I have, yes.
I think.
I love that one.
Jeff, you've asked me a couple of times, and I've had to lie and say I was doing something else.
Why, Steve? Why would you lie about go? Why would you not want to go
It ends.
to the Renaissance Fair in Tuxedo, New York?
It ends October 5th.
Oh, that's plenty of time for me not to go.
Hey, Steve, what is it about the Renaissance Fair people? What is it about
They
them?
definitely have ways. There's something about their ways that I don't care for. There's too much armor and knight.
You know what would happen if you went up to the Renaissance Fair? You would have to wear their outfits and their garb.
That stuff doesn't breathe.
Renaissance garb.
That
and you'd have to eat turkey off the bone.
let me tell you something. That heavy armor, it doesn't breathe well. That material. I can't run in
Look,
that
I've
stuff.
I've seen you make yourself suffer before. I don't know why you can't make yourself suffer in this.
I don't know. Are you
It's
go?
a fun day, Steve. Come on.
Maybe one day. So let me get to the crux of. I'm excited about this next thing I wanted to mention.
Okay.
It is Jeff. I already mentioned it was Bill Murray's 75th birthday.
Bill 75. I don't know. All right.
Yeah. Now, did you have a favorite Bill Murray movie? We named a couple.
And I always turn to Groundhog Day or the original Ghostbusters.
Yes, that was definitely.
Right.
So it is the 50th
Or
anniversary.
Caddyshack.
This is a show I used to really like, and don't make fun of me. It's the 50th anniversary of Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh,
Oh,
Jeff,
my God.
Really?
I knew this was too nice and family fun for Jeff would not like this. There's nobody
We're not
getting
serious
there's nobody
about
getting
this, are we?
impaled. There's nobody getting impaled for Jeff. I'm sorry, Jeff. Nobody got their head chopped off.
There's no beheadings in Little House on the Prairie. Come on.
I'm sorry.
No, but there's an interesting story here. The last episode, they blew up.
Yes,
They blew up the neighborhood.
They blew up the town.
They blew up the town. Now, here's the story about that.
Tell me the story.
So, so this guy bought the town supposedly and blows it up.
Right.
The guy, there's this actor. His name is James Karen. You've seen him in a lot of things. He's been in everything.
Okay.
I'll tell you one role he was in. He was in Poltergeist. He was the guy who built the houses on the burial ground and didn't dig out the bodies.
Right.
Yeah, James Karen. But he was also, if you all grew up in New York, knew he was the Pathmark guy. He was the guy with the glasses, and he was selling Pathmark.
Yes.
So at this point, he would come to New York. You know, he moved to L.A. at that point, but he'd come to New York 3 or 4 times a year and just spend a week burning out all these commercials for the next few weeks.
Right.
Well, the response, people in the metropolitan area were very upset that the Pathmark guy blew up Little House on the Prairie, and they were sending letters to Pathmark.
Well,
how could you have this man? And you know, he actually answered back some of these letters. But at this point, he was such a part of Pathmark. They gave him a he had a vice president position at Pathmark because he was such a big part of the company. You know.
But it worked. But it all went together because I'll give you the rest of that story. It was explained to Charles Ingalls and the town that they were blowing up the town to build a Pathmark in Walnut Grove. They brought a Pathmark. They brought a Pathmark to Walnut Grove.
I lived in Southern California, and I would have welcomed the Pathmark. I would feel at home.
I mean, how long do you need that little, steeple? You need growth. Walnut Grove needed growth at the time.
Well, that was Michael Landon's idea because they were going to have to take this thing apart.
Right.
And to save money, let's make it part of the show. Let's put it into the story so we can blow it up, and that's it. They save money because that's.
I'm telling you, this. I was looking into this, and these Little House on the Prairie fans, their fan base is unbelievable. They're having this convention in Simi Valley, where it's called like the Prairie thing, and. Most of them are going to be there. You know who's really funny? Allison Argram, the one that played Nellie.
The town biatch.
Well, she was the kid, Nellie, but
yeah, she was nasty.
But they were she's best friends with Melissa Gilbert, and she actually does stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
She's right now doing a one-woman show or something like that.
Yeah.
And then
No,
Patrick.
but they loved her for being that. That was it.
No.
She was,
And
she's the bad girl that everyone loved to hate.
and you know whose podcast show I listen to now is Patrick Labateau.
But yeah, the actor.
Yeah,
Right.
he played I think Andy Garvey on the show.
Yeah, I've seen some of his clips. He's very interesting.
Yeah, he tells a lot of great Hollywood stories, not just about Little House on the Prairie, but he was in. You remember Summer School with Mark Harmon?
Yes.
He was in that.
I like that.
He was like a working kid actor. He was never big, but he had some stuff. And his
movie.
brother,
All right.
and his brother was also in Little House on the Prairie. And I didn't know Melissa Gilbert's brother played Nellie's brother, Willie Olson. That was Melissa Gilbert's brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was. He didn't go on to it. That was all he did. But
Right.
it's funny. There's Karen Grasso who played the mother on Little House. She's still alive, and she goes to these things, and she talks about in her book how the first year when the show was a hit, she went back to get which was standard, to get a pay increase or something, and Michael Landon refused. They had a very contentious relationship until later on, but he refused. He would cut her out of scenes. He was tough cookie.
God, that's horrible, right?
Yeah, and then they finally, and she said she didn't know why the show was making so much money. It was a hit, and he would say it's not a hit because of you. It's not a this and that. She talks a lot about it on interviews and in her book, but she did say that they really reconciled later on, and they became good friends and things like that. But she said to this day she really doesn't know why he was like that. Now, what was Michael Landon in besides Bonanza and Little House?
Well, those are his big shots, but after that he did Highway to Heaven.
Yes. And didn't he do that with Victor French?
Victor French, that's right.
Victor French. Now, Jeff,
do you know the movie? Do you know the movie he was in the 50s, Steve?
What movie?
Did you name a movie that Michael Landon was in the 50s?
That Michael Landon was in the 50s?
A movie in the 50s.
Oh, I don't know.
He was in the movie I Was a Teenage Werewolf.
Wow.
And he was a teenage werewolf.
Oh my gosh.
In the movie.
That's something.
Yeah.
So he was like a big star. Like he really ran Little House on the Prairie. Like he directed most of them, and he wrote a lot of the episodes.
By the end of Bonanza's run, he was directing episodes of Bonanza.
Yeah. So I don't know how he got so big like that. Like he was a big Hollywood star for these shows. And
well, Bonanza was a huge show.
Bonanza was a huge show, and Little Joe
It
was
was.
great.
It was very big. Yes, Little Joe.
Now, who was better, Michael Landon or Eric Estrada?
I know. I can tell. Probably Michael Landon.
Of course.
More people watched television back then than they did.
Now, let me ask Jeff. Jeff, how many Little House on the Prairie episodes did you see?
Did I what?
How many did you ever watch? How many episodes of Little House on the Prairie did you see?
I'm pretty sure I've seen them all.
Did you really?
Well, it was my mother's favorite show,
Get out of here.
so we would always be watching it.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I've seen them all.
That's awesome. Now, I have to say, I'm trying to think. I like the one where they had the rabid dog. And they had to get away from it. I like the one where they had Charles and Victor French had to go out mining and looking for gold. Or the one that Mrs. Olsen wouldn't buy Mrs. Ingalls eggs because they were brown.
Oh, that wench.
I do not. We'll give you 4 cents less on those eggs. Country girls. I liked Little House. That's. Steve, did you watch Little House?
Not really.
No.
No.
I'm shocked. I thought you'd be a Little House guy.
No, not really.
Oh boy, was a big show.
It was. It was huge.
Little House on the Prairie. Now, I can give you some of the guest stars that made their appearances. Can you name any guest stars? Any famous
I
people?
here's the category you're gonna lose. You know, you're gonna find it hard to believe I'm gonna lose.
I'm shocked. Do you know? Can you name any guest stars that made
What?
an
Guest
appearance?
stars?
Yeah, like that became famous actors.
Oh, you mean people who became stars eventually?
Yeah.
I don't know. Jennifer Aniston?
No, she was not on Little House on the Prairie, but
I don't know.
Johnny Cash was on Little House.
Well, you say people before they became
Yeah,
big.
I'm just throwing Johnny Cash out there because he
Oh,
was
you're throwing Johnny Cash
yeah,
out there.
yeah.
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman, correct? He played one of the kids.
That I remember he did. I don't know too much more than that, though.
Todd Bridges.
Yeah, I had seen that.
Remember that episode?
No, I've seen clips of it. Yeah.
Sean Penn. Sean Penn.
Was that before before he became a method actor? Do you imagine?
I thought you were going to say, is that before he
you
used?
ever hear the-
I thought that was before he used methadone.
You know the whole story with Fast Times.
Yes.
He had to have Spicoli was on his dressing room door.
Yes.
And everybody had to refer to him in character. And Ray Walston was so upset because he said, "Look, I knew this boy's father, because his father was a director. Now I have to go talk to him like he was Spicoli."
Wait, I got. Who else do I? Oh, Lou Gossett Jr. was on Little House on the Prairie, and Roy Bolger.
Well, I do remember Roy Bolger was on that too. Roy Bolger was on a couple of episodes of another big show from the 70s.
Yeah.
It was a sitcom,
Okay.
and he played the father of somebody, the grandfather of the others. Could you name the show that he guessed as a father and a grandfather of?
Oh boy, I have no idea. Roy Bolger, I have no idea.
Ray Bolger.
Ray Bolger, sorry.
Ray Bolger played Shirley Partridge's father on the
That's
Partridge
right.
Family.
That's right.
And there was an episode where he decided to leave his wife, and he was going to go. He was going to join the band.
Yes, he was going to join the bit. Yes, I remember
And
that one.
he got dressed up in the crushed velvet like
Yes,
everybody
yes.
else was wearing.
Yes, I do remember that. That was.
And he thought he was really cool and hip,
Well, I think everybody should go after their dreams. Now,
I would like to wear crushed velvet and sing "I Think I Love You." Wouldn't you?
I have, so I'm not even going to go there.
Is there going to be crushed velvet when Dumbbells comes out? I would like to see crushed velvet gym outfits.
I will wear crushed velvet. Now, I had a nightmare last night, but I can't remember it. But it was very disturbing. It woke me up in the middle of the night, and I couldn't go back to sleep. Don't you hate those nightmares where you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't go back to sleep?
Do you remember what it was?
No, that's what I'm saying. How come you can't remember nightmares sometimes?
A lot of people don't remember dreams or nightmares either.
Yeah, this was definitely a nightmare. I feel like I can't remember exactly what it was, but it woke me up in the middle of the night.
Well, how did you feel when you woke up?
I was not happy. I was very upset. It was a very upsetting nightmare. I had to have a box of raisins to calm down.
God, you're going to hell.
I had a box of raisins. I said, I need to calm down. I put on the TV and I had a box of raisins. It was like 3:30 in the morning.
Box of raisins. He went for his comfort food.
That's my comfort food in the middle of the night when I'm upset. I go for a box of Sun-Made raisins because, let's
How
be
about a
honest,
cookie?
the Sun-Made raisin girl, she could never hurt you.
Neither could the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, though.
That's true.
I'm more afraid of her than I am of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I think I would have done better in the Little House if I was born in those times of the Little House on the Prairie.
You mean in the actual 1800s?
Yeah, I think I would have enjoyed a simpler time, no cell phones, a lot of famine, a lot of strife, a lot of
no respect for actors, so acting was definitely out for you.
Exactly. There was no. You didn't have. Your goal was to try to make it alive to the next day.
You'd be out in the fields.
Yeah, I would be fine with that. I work hard. I do. I'm out in the fields now at my folks' house. What are you talking about? I work in the fields now.
Wheat fields at your folks' house?
I'm working in the fields of massive equivalent. I'm out in the fields and towing the land, and yeah. So there's nothing. I was just talking about how I used to rake leaves. I come from good stock.
Is that so?
Oh sure.
Woodstock?
Come from good stock. I know how to work the land.
Bringing in the sheaves.
Bringing in the sheaves. But the problem would have been, I don't know if they had a lot of grilled chicken in those days. Not a lot of balsamic chicken.
What would you do for your protein back then? Would you go around chasing, a chicken and cutting its head off?
Now, back in those days, funny enough, their deliveries used to come by Amazon in a horse and buggy.
Is that so?
You can order your supplies, and instead of it coming within 24 hours, it would come within 24 months.
Oh, that was the Sears catalog.
That was the Sears catalog. Steve remembers that you would order your thing. See, Steve knows. He knows those times.
I do.
You get the new Sears catalog, and it was very exciting, and you'd get the paper once in a while, see if the country was at war.
Yeah, that's right.
You didn't even know if you were at war.
You have your wish list, you can make from the Sears book, the catalog. And
then you call everybody, Ma and Pa, and you milk the cow, or you wheel that thing with Betsy. I would like that.
Milk the cow, okay?
And then you get those suspenders. I think I'm going to wear suspenders.
As long as you wear the robe with it.
I look good in suspenders. Jeff,
And a robe.
what do you think about those times, Little House times?
Yeah.
Are you
I'd
more?
rather not.
Are you?
Sorry.
Would you be more those times or more medieval Knights of the Round Table time? You would have did better in those times.
Which one would I be better at?
Yeah, you would have would you have enjoyed, if you had a choice, of being in the Little House on the Prairie or being in a medieval Knights of the Round Table?
Well, if I were in medieval times, I'd be dead from 5,000 diseases. So I'll pick a Little House on the Prairie time.
Well, I don't think they did much. I don't think they did much better in Little House.
If you want to bring fantasy into it,
Merlin is very real.
On the off chance that I'm reborn as Merlin the magician in medieval times, okay, I'll take it.
All right. Now, it's
If someone pisses you off, you could turn them into a newt.
I'm very upset about here. It says there was a teacher of the week named Tim Needles of Smithtown. Tim Needles of Smithtown was named teacher of the week. What, my sister or my niece where were they? They should have been teacher of the week. I got to find out how this corruption. This is another corrupt thing. Picking teacher of the week.
That's not right.
Not right. I know teachers. They should be teacher of the weeks. And all the apple picking started this week.
Oh yeah.
Are you a big apple picker?
I don't pick a lot of apples.
What about you, Jeff? Do you like to go apple picking?
Every time I go to Stop and Shop, yeah.
There you go. Jeff brings it right back to reality. He doesn't go in for that picking it off a tree.
No, whenever I think of going apple picking, I think of how many picks am I going to get in my skin.
Oh my God. You get those, what's your favorite apple? I'm a Fuji apple guy. I like my Fuji.
You should have done, now there's a quiz. You should have asked me that question. I know I would pass the Steve K quiz.
Yes.
That I know Steve's favorite apple is the Fuji apple.
Steve's favorite. Now, let me ask you this.
I know
right, Steve.
Steve's second favorite apple, though, if it's not Fuji's, Steve will take it out.
Yes. Now, but let me ask you this, Steve, if you know me so well. Am I a red plum? Am I a red plum or a black plum guy? Do I like red or black plums?
Black Plum.
There you go. Black Plum. Black
Yes.
Plum is a friend of... Wasn't that a Stevie Nicks song? Or what was that? Black Plum.
It could have been. I don't
I
remember.
thought that was a
one.
Fleetwood Mac song. Anyway, we're closing up shop at 7:33.
Oh my God.
I wanted to thank you boys for calling in and
Oh sure.
helping me out here for another fun-filled fiesta of the Steve Squared Show. I'll let you boys go. I'll wrap it up. Thank you, guys.
All right. You're the best.
Thanks, Steve-O.
Never change.
Later, Jeff-O.
You're the best.
Thanks, buddy.
See ya. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
See you, Steve.
Later, guys. Later, Jeff. And so we want to thank Steve and Jeff for calling in. Hopefully you were able to hear a little bit of what they said and it wasn't muffled. For myself, Funny Man Stevie K, I want to thank the hosts, Jim and Astro, for being so kind and generous, as always, to let us use their humble abode to host the Steve Squared Show. You can always go on Instagram, Stephen R. Kaminsky, to find some other tidbits and fun stuff I'll post. And yeah, so check out here's your homework, and I'm going to check with you next week. You're going to watch a Robert Redford movie this evening, or a Little House on the Prairie episode. I'll give you your choice. Maybe you just want to watch a quick Little House on the Prairie episode, or a Robert Redford movie. Take your pick. Anyway, enjoy. Have a wonderful week, a safe week. I will see you all next Monday night.